Let's go gambling!
By the way, just want to mention still. Behave, please. This is not like a /J. This is the notification did say /Jen. Genuinely behave today. Okay? Behave. I know you can hear me. Yes. You fucks will behave. Ooh. Nice. My dad and I went to, like, okay. So, yes, we are. We are. I don't know if Felix can hear me, but, the place that we went to was, like, okay, there's sections in Boston where there are businesses that are, like, kind of underground. Like, there's stairs leading down to their door, and their door is below ground level. And we went in. It is a tiny little cramped fucking place. Like, you know in Animal Crossing when you put, like, the tables and chairs together and there's, like, the gap where you have to walk sideways? That was the inside of the restaurant. Every worker there was, like, so fucking efficient with making the ramen. We barely even had to wait. And the thing is, because it's, like, so small and so cramped, we're just like, okay, well, we need to eat fast because, you know, people want to get in and eat more ramen. And while we were eating, okay, like, 10 more people walked in. Mind you, we took one of the last 2 available tables. So Dad and I kind of, like, inhaled our fucking ramen. We barely got to savor it. We barely got to savor that shit, but it was so good. It was like this spicy garlic ramen. The only thing I didn't really like was I didn't know there was tofu in it. I don't mind tofu. The texture just surprised me. And also, there were so many sesame seeds in there. There were so many sesame seeds. Like, you know when you see the buns covered in sesame seeds in, like, TV shows and stuff? That was the soup. Tofu's good. It's either soft or, like, stiff, whichever kind you buy, because there's the normal soft ones, and then you can, like, squish the fuck out of it and make it into a little brick. But it's good. You can season it however you want. Like, Firefly has sent me pictures of them with some seasoned tofu to like replace chicken in like a chicken Caesar salad. And if you season it right, it kind of just looks like a chicken. Like a piece of chicken. Like I genuinely, when they sent that to me and they didn't clarify it was tofu, I'm like, I could have sworn they were like vegetarian and not like
Bonza.
just fish or I guess chicken exempt. Also, hi, C. What the hell? Welcome in. It's been a while since I saw you. How are you doing? How is everyone doing today, by the way? How was everyone's weekend? Meh? What do you mean meh? Oh, by the way, while we were in Boston, we went to Newberry Street. If you live in like the New England area, you've heard of Newberry Comics. If I remember correctly, it was the OG Newberry store that we went to. It had 3 fucking floors. The bottom floor was just vinyls. Nicole wants to go when she comes over in March. Obviously. We're going to lose her in there for like an hour at least. Doing great, just got back home. Hell yeah. I hope you had a good time outside the house with whatever you were doing if you wish to tell us. But I do hope that you do go to sleep soon because last I checked you were like 12 to 13 hours ahead of me. So it should probably be EP time for you. But yeah, I do hope everyone had a good weekend. And again, 1 a.m. Yeah, okay. So you are 1 a.m. as in it just turned 1 a.m. or it's about to? Or it's about to turn 2 a.m.? Because I would assume you're saying it's about to turn 1 a.m. About to, yeah, okay. So you are 12 hours ahead. I have a feeling. The thing is, with most of my internet friends, you guys are like 6, 12, and 13 hours ahead. There's nothing in between for ahead. And then for behind me, it's just fucking CST. There's no one else that's behind me. It's just CST, and that's only 1 hour difference, so that means jack shit. It's so stupid. Also, just making sure that Discord has audio. It's big to make a truce with my ex because my best friend, she doesn't like the conflict I have with my ex and her boyfriend and ex of mine. Mind you, we're all in Discord together. Can I ask if you feel comfortable telling me what fucking conflict was so bad that they needed to address it? And that there needs to be a fucking truce. Because, like, for me, drama that happened between me and, like, other people was the one friend who was just like, I can be your only friend, you can't have any other friends. And that was about it. Also, hey, Alex. Why did you have to make a truce? Why did you have to make a truce if you were being harassed? What the fuck? Also, by the way, the only reason we're starting and we haven't gotten to the game yet is because I'm just giving long time to be here. And also I'm finishing my ramen. It's mostly because I'm finishing my ramen and I just wanted to start like a tiny bit early so I could talk to you guys. Oh, never mind. Hold on. I didn't know I was
So
supposed
yeah,
to
we
unmute
can.
Yeah, there we
No, like
go.
I clicked like 20 seconds ago or something.
Whoops. All right.
Hey, thank
There
you
we
so
go.
much for your follow, Ink Felix.
Felix. But yeah, hi everyone. Um, we were just setting things up. Apologies.
I I was live without my consent.
Not entirely.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Grisco and I'm gonna open a Salmon Run lobby.
Ooh, salmon run. Okay. Also, youngin, I did see you. How are you doing? Oh,
Mm, I just I think I don't have your sweets. I'm gonna use the same pool I used last time I played Salmon Run, which is, let me pin it here. And also, where is the... There. I will pin the message here. It's... The pool is fish with 5 E's.
yeesh. Think I counted right. We'll see.
Invite sent.
There we go.
Nice.
And now you can see why I had Scout as my reactive.
I can see the lore is much deeper than I was anticipating.
Hmm?
No, I mean the scout lore.
Oh, yeah. He's one of my favorites from TF2, so.
I never
Felix!
played... Thank you so much, Taro. Welcome in. I never played TF2 or TF1.
I've never played the original one either. I've only played TF2. I think I've put about 500 hours into TF2, which is nothing compared to my Splatoon hours.
Which are your Splatoon hours?
I think Charger was my most played class at one point.
I probably have around I would say 800 hours. Thing is, my Nintendo Switch Online glitched, so my number is stuck on 595.
That... I've never heard of that happening before. That's weird.
It has happened more than I thought. Like, Vicvion, for example, also has the number stuck. And there's a way you can see that in a Nintendo Switch Online app in the phone, but that one, like, it's not the regular Switch Online app. Like,
oh, it's the store one.
I was told, yeah, that there are more than one app. In Europe, there's only one. So I cannot see the Nintendo Store app, so I cannot see my actual hours.
Yeah.
They are locked behind the glitch wall.
That's still so weird. I've genuinely never heard of the numbers glitching at such a random number. Like, I've seen people max out their hours, and that's about it.
Like in 999 or...
Yeah. I have someone who, ever since I friended them, they've had YouTube at the max hours. Because they're on it, like, every day.
Thing is, I'm aware that you can go to the 4 digits here. Like, I have even seen people with like 2,000 or 3,000. I have a couple of examples in the tip of my tongue.
I have over 2,000 hours. I have over 2,500.
I have one more example in the tip of my tongue.
Oosh, I got knocked off.
Oh no.
Thank you. What is with, like, this increased lag all of a sudden? I can't be the only one feeling that every time that they switch.
I don't feel lag in my case. Are you on Switch 1 or 2?
I'm on Switch 1.
Everything makes sense now.
I didn't realize no one was grabbing eggs. We've been so focused on surviving.
I think that's fair. I can't lie.
No! I got cornered.
Hi Leo, how are ya?
No, it's okay, Felix. I was genuinely trying to, like, survive because I kind of forgot how Paper Umbrella works with its ink consumption. I haven't used it in a while.
I'm also pretty rusty at Salmon Run. Salmon Run is that mode I'm always thinking, yeah, I'm gonna derust because I want to play more Salmon Run. I derust one day, don't play for 10, and repeat.
I used to only play Salmon Run for a while, but then I'm like, you know what? I should probably work on Anarchy. And now I've fallen out with Salmon Run, and so, like, some of this is just lost to me now, and it's so upsetting. Because I used to literally only play Salmon Run. I would drive my friends crazy.
Oh, why is that so, Leo? Is something about to happen? Like maybe Valentine's Day or the carnivals?
Oh, 2 big shots. There we go. Big shot down. Oh, sorry. Where is that flipper flopper going? There we go. See, it's not glowflies, which means we can actually win. No, don't use a fork for ramen. Use chopsticks like a proper man.
I will very silently hide in the corner.
Come on. It's so much fun with the chopsticks.
I don't know how to use them.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked. I mean, I learned how to use them, what, like 8-ish years ago, kind of? But I was taught horribly, and then I learned how to properly use them about 6 years ago. There we go. Whee!
I had a very weird technique when I was a kid, like maybe 7, 8 years old. I had this very weird way of grabbing them that was like, imagine if you tried to grab pliers with one hand.
Like one hand in a fist shape? Because that's what I'm imagining.
Kinda. Kinda.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, the steelheads.
Oh.
Trying to picture this more of how one would grab the chopsticks this way, because like I just wasn't told how to like hold them between like your middle finger, kind of. My family was terrible at trying to instruct me on that one for some reason. Oh jeez.
Do you know this one series called Crayon Shinchan?
No, it unfortunately doesn't sound familiar.
Ah, for real?
Yeah.
This was like one of the childhood series when I was a kid. It's an anime about a family. It's like, imagine like a picture this, The Simpsons, but the main character is Bart with 5 years old.
So, main character 5-year-old Bart. Very.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't sound too far off
And-
for like a family anime.
It has a lot of jokes that would be considered inappropriate for the kids lot. That it was, at least I don't know in Japan. I would be inclined to think it was the same here. It was broadcasted in the kids lot.
Yeah.
But for example, the running gag of the character is that he shows his ass in public
And remember,
while doing a
testing
dance.
is the future, and the future starts with you.
He does what
I
in
can
public?
imagine this. I can imagine how this series wouldn't arrive to the US.
Yeah, maybe. I know
Especially
there's a
because it
lot
was
of-
It's from that era in which 4Kids was
Oh
censoring
my
anime,
goodness.
so I would imagine they being like, you know what, I give up with this one.
Yeah, most likely. With how terrible they did the ones that they had, I wouldn't be surprised if they had that and gave up.
So there's this one episode in which he has to be told how to use the chopsticks, and he doesn't know how to, and his mother explains. It is said that because we know how to use the chopsticks, Japanese people are very skillful when it comes to hand play.
What?
And he says,
I'm sorry.
I think you're imagining something very different than what I am.
Well, because the thing is, they say ridiculous things in the dubs sometimes, because not all of them had like a script. So what
No,
do you
like,
mean?
this is the original dialogue.
Oh, what?
Like,
Okay.
And he says, in that case, I will be an American.
Yeah, I can see why they wouldn't do that one, or maybe they just change it to some other nonsense.
I think there was an actual English dub for this anime, but it was making like 2018 or something. Like much later. Why was I telling this? I don't remember, but I don't know how to use chopsticks.
I'll be honest, by the way, the only reason I had like that kind of reaction is because, like, you know, Dragon Ball, like how some of the first series were like for children, but I don't think they were dubbed by 4Kids. I'm
Dragon
so
Ball was
used to
never,
that.
no.
And how weird that dub is, at least over here.
Yeah, like for example,
You stupid
like,
snatcher.
we could say people used to treat Dragon Ball like it has two separate dubs: the original one and the Kai dub.
Oh jeez.
The one for Dragon Ball Kai.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. Again, this is, of course, also a bit of cultural shock. Like, as I always say, I'm not from the US. I didn't grow with this dub or any dub similar to that one, with some exceptions. Like, for example, Sonic X here was dub using the 4Kids dub as a
Mhm.
base, so we pretty much have the 4Kids dub. But the most infamous cases people think about, like the OG Dragon Ball dub or the 4Kids One Piece dub,
Yeah.
these are things I didn't grow up with.
Mm. Yeah.
So when I see some, and this is important, I study voice acting.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so when I sometimes see discussions on the internet around the original Dragon Ball dub, it's very interesting to see it as an outsider. Like, as an outsider, that dub is wrong in all sorts of ways. There are a lot of characters voiced by the same person. The script is all over the place. The music is different.
Yeah.
But for example, there was a very big discussion on Twitter recently about if dubs need to be accurate or not.
Yeah.
And some people brought up, for example, uh, that no, because the original GBC dub took some liberties. They made the product more appealing for people outside of Japan. And in some cases, it's interesting to see how the difference in the dub has made people view the series in a different way. I'm gonna use this example. Maybe it's not the biggest one I can think of, but for example, in the Buu arc, all the Majin Vegeta section,
Yeah.
most of Majin Vegeta's dialogues are changed. There's almost no Majin Vegeta dialogue that was left as it was in Japanese.
Really?
Yep. In some cases they were small changes. In some cases they were huge. If you want to, like, if you see a DVC versus DVC Kai comparison, that's kind of like doing a Japanese versus English comparison. The Kai dub is the
Okay.
one with the accurate script. So, for example, people think of Majin Vegeta as this very morally grey, badass character because the dub says it is.
Mhm.
You have like this speech he gives in the tournament ring, like, imagine watching your race dwindle to a handful. That dialogue isn't the same in Japanese. And because of that, people from the US and outside of the US view this character very differently.
Yeah.
Vegeta in that part of the story is basically throwing a tantrum, and it's
Mhm.
very unceremonious in Japanese. Because it's very clear he is. But in English, it's also epic with those moral speeches, epic sentences that it doesn't give you that impression. It's very interesting
I
to
wonder
experience it.
why they would change it that way, though.
It's because at that moment, the companies behind the dubs thought that that was the appropriate way of trying to make anime trendy among kids in the US. Then it was proven that you don't really need to do all that much in order to animes to be successful, but it was believed that was the case. So, again, because I didn't grow up with any of those, I find very interesting to see how much of a difference the dub can make. Like, for example, I'm from Spain, and here our dub was translated using the French dub as a result.
Oh no, not the double
Uh,
translation.
Yeah, so the script is even worse than the American in most places. But, and again, we need to go to Dragon Ball Z Kai to actually have a proper script.
Yeah.
But the difference is that here in Spain we are very aware and almost ashamed of the original dub.
I thought you were going a little further. I'm sorry.
I thought I was gonna land the shot. Sorry. So yeah, here we are pretty much aware that this is wrong.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you are very ashamed. Like, well, yeah, this happened. Well, how about it? So while here, when DBC Kai came along, everybody was just waiting for all of the dub mistakes to be corrected. Over there, it was kind of the opposite. Some people do say that, oh yeah, it's a shame Kai changed this dialogue, and again, I find that very interesting. Some people are like, oh yeah, the dub isn't that important in the first place. Yes, it is. It can change a lot about how you view a series.
Yeah, especially if you're having like an emotional speech or whatever compared to, would you say, a crash out? How you described it? Like a different kind of
Tantrum.
emotion. Yeah, tantrum.
Yeah. There's this. Okay, I'm gonna now in between games. I want to show you a teeny tiny something, because that one is a very goofy change. Another change that is also very well known in the DBC dub specifically is that they were very afraid of leaving the character silent.
Oh.
So the show didn't become boring if nobody was saying anything or making any sounds. So in places, they turned silent moments into dialogue moments.
No, please don't kill me.
The way they did that was using the moments in which the characters' mouths are not visible. Like if the character isn't saying anything, but you're seeing them from the back, it's kind of the same. You know, you can add whatever you want. People will not notice unless they know from beforehand. And they added quite a lot of yapping at places. And there's this one I want to show you because that one is hilarious. I will show you in between games.
Alright, there we go. Eggs. Also, by the way, Icy Rose, I did see the follow. Sorry, I was just trying to focus on what Monk was saying. I do apologize. I appreciate it, though.
Dragon made this other example, Leo. Exactly. It's like the modern example of screwing up with the script.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the English one of that one. I haven't gone back to watch it in Japanese. Probably should.
In this case, give me a sec. I'm gonna...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna click this time just so I can show you before the game starts.
That gives me a chance to see what this notification is. Nicole. Okay.
Okay, I think this was the... Like, there's this guy who uploaded a YouTube short about that. I'm gonna share the screen for a second. There.
The real hobby of using dub audio with subtitles. Honestly, the more I talked about it, the more I wanted to show off some of the other fantastic examples from Dragon Ball. This, the liquid in this capsule, an extent will penetrate.
A little inner thoughts with the echo.
Now that's us. Wrong. Right about this picture. It's quiet. I guarantee it. Problem getting a good table in the restaurant.
How weird the dialogue is for the quiet scenes are. It's been so long since I've seen them. It's been so long since I've seen them.
What did you think about that?
Oh my goodness, I forgot like how weird it is to have them narrate that, because genuinely I watched those when I was little because my dad would just have them on in the kitchen, And it's like you don't need to be talking here. You don't need to say all this random stuff, dude. Let the scene be silent.
I s- I actually really love the choice of dialogue here, you know?
It's silly. I do like it, but it just feels so weird.
I especially like the beginning, like this is a scenery worthy of a postcard, right? Wrong!
It is.
They were having so much fun.
Oh, they were definitely. It's just so funny when you compare it to when you realize, you know, in Japanese there's just nothing going on there. Also, see you later, Tara.
Bye, Taro. And yeah, I didn't read that message. Yeah, it's a very good example. It's like the English dubs for old Japanese movies.
Oh. Isn't there like a new strategy that people have been posting about for this one?
Which one?
For High Tide Grillers, you go on this wall over here, and if you kill them while over here, the eggs go on the bridge. Supposedly.
Like, technically, the strat in this map, I don't know if there's a new one. Technically, the... Okay, give me a second.
The fish knocked me down.
A good
Thank you.
strat here and in glowflies is that you need to stay there in the rails because they will try to get you, and then your teammates can shoot them freely.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a new better one. Maybe there is.
I saw at least a video of it on Blue Sky where people were going under the bridge with the water under it, and I think only if you start from the top do the eggs actually like land above. We are not getting this, I don't think. Not with all the fish in the way. I'm going to move. Because
Hey, throw everything. I'm here. Oh no.
also, hi, Matt the Octoling.
Oh, sorry, Leo. I didn't read that prior message. Let's go. How many seals have you been ordering lately? You have been receiving a ton of them. Or seal heads. What is a seal head? No, wax seals, not
Oh,
seal
wax.
the animal.
Like, I thought they were, like, ordering, like, charms and, like, pins and stuff that, like, just has seals on them. But only their head for some reason. And I'm like, that's an interesting, very specific thing to collect.
Real seal heads.
No! That's probably illegal. My present comes today! Finally! I guess I'll be picking it up Saturday.
Oh, let's go. Was it your birthday soon or?
Yes.
Gosh, when was it?
I don't tell anyone because there's a few people who were very creepy about wanting to know the date, so now no one gets to know. Yeah.
Understandable.
The present is a new binder because I haven't gotten a new one in 4 years, and you're supposed to get a new one every 2 years, I think. So I'm a little overdue.
A binder?
Yes, a chest binder.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Stupid language barrier.
It's the same word, to be fair, so I understand the confusion. Don't worry, other people got confused as well. Yes, also hello the Nyakol. I'm trying. Nope. Alright, there we go.
The paper canopy saved my life here.
Hmm?
I was gonna be ambushed
can't I reach
by
that?
some small fries, and the paper canopy of the recycle lasted enough for me to survive.
Oh, nice. No, get back here. I want that egg. Mine.
I agree with you. It's complicated to play recycle for me as well, because it's like your first instinct is to try to play like if it was like the Splatbrella, the OG
Yeah.
one, and it doesn't really work that way.
Nope. Because if you hold on long enough for like the Splatbrella canopy to have opened, you've already launched the Paperbrella.
Yeah.
That thing's way too quick for me. Where'd that Moz go? I could've sworn there was a Moz.
I think there's an eel, a stinger, and there was a steelhead.
Oh. I saw a Moz approaching us. Yeah, Nicole? A banger thought about what? I'm concerned. Also, Miha, if you didn't see the notification today, behave! I've told you all to behave today. You will all be on your best behavior. Why is there 3 of them?
I need some reviving here in basket. Nice.
Are you kidding me? Why is Stelio? No! No, 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 my quinces. I just wanted to deal with the big shots. Oh, hell yeah, thank you. There we go. The fish is going well.
By the way, how did your Portal stream went last day?
Oh, it went good. I got stuck on a few puzzles, but other than that, it was fine. I think the only thing that went truly wrong is the final sequence, where you have to like carry a turret around. And if anyone here has never played Portal, trying to carry a turret around and keep it alive is a difficult task, especially if you have to do a momentum puzzle. Because those things, if you knock them over, they're basically dead. And if you can't pick them up fast enough, nope, you gotta get a new one, because then they're just gonna explode.
I need to play Portal someday. It's in my to-do list.
Jeez.
It has been for a while.
Oh, you should. If I know you have a Switch, so if you buy the Switch version, there's actually bonus levels on it.
Nice.
The bonus levels, which this actually has very interesting lore, they used to be part of a Flash game version of Portal that was released before Portal was released. It was based off of the ads that Valve had released for Portal, and the devs kind of just like gave their own ideas and twists to whatever they thought Valve would do. And it's very interesting to see what they thought the game was going to be like. And what Valve did is when that mod got when that game got really popular, some people turned it into a mod, and then Valve turned it into a pack of bonus levels for the Xbox 360. And now you can play it on the Switch, and it's not locked to the 360 anymore.
So those levels are like beta levels they have completed later, or
No. So these levels are they were originally like a Flash game, like a 2D platformer Flash game. I understand this is hard to explain, trust. And Valve, or the community translated those 2D levels into 3D levels so that you could play them in Portal. And then Valve further refined them into bonus levels, in a sense. So they're not at all made by Valve in the sense that they designed the tests, they just refined them. And interestingly, in those levels, they actually made new mechanics that Valve used in Portal 2. Which is very interesting.
So, Portal was gonna be a 2D game
No.
in the beginning.
No, the Flash game was simply just a fan project made off of the ads for Portal 1, which was always 3D. Which I still think is pretty cool that someone was so interested at the idea of the ads, they went and made their own game.
It's like, this is the ultimate level of I can't wait for this.
Exactly. And the fact that they made so many cool mechanics that Valve was like, you know what? We'll add that in the next game. We'll add that in the next one. Go ahead. This is an amazing mechanic. Can we use that?
This reminds me of, do you know Deltarune?
Yes. I haven't played it though.
So, first of all, you should. I really recommend you try. And then, the wait between every batch of chapters, like the wait
You
between
stupid
chapters
scrapper.
1 and 2, and then 2 to 3 and 4, have always been very long. Like, chapter 1 came on 2018, chapter 2 in 2021, and chapters 3 and 4 in 2025.
Yes.
So, as you can imagine, because it's also not so complicated to make a concept of Deltarune, like it's an RPG-based game based on Undertale, which was made with RPG Maker. Some people have tried to make their own Deltarunes, and there's this one person who made a pretty amazing job at trying to capture the vibes of the game to make their own fan-made chapters, but interestingly enough, in between chapters 2 and 3, like between 2021 and 2025, this person created like a whole version of chapter 6. Like, this person skipped 3, 4, and 5 and went straight to 6.
Oh my goodness. That's thinking way too far ahead. What?
Because right now there's a community consensus on where the game will head at some point. It's like, people are saying, we are sure we are gonna do this, we will be here, but we don't know how, but we will. So this person made their own version of that. And
Oh,
when
nice.
you see this fan-made, like with the power of hindsight, it's interesting because you can notice chapters 3 and 4 were released after that fan-made.
Yeah.
Not dwelling in spoilers, there's a part of mystery / theory in Deltarune because there are things that still are not clear because the game is still being developed. We are in chapter 4 out of 7.
Oh, I didn't realize there was
But-
going to be 7 chapters.
Yeah. So, with every new chapter or chapters, some mysteries are solved and some theories are either confirmed or decanonized. So, seeing the headcanons of this developer, you can tell chapter 3 and 4 were not a thing when this was released. It feels very outdated in the lore department.
Yeah.
Which, again, I don't mean it in a bad way, you know? It's like, I think there's something very endearing in seeing how a person imagines chapter 6 being like when we only have chapters 1 and 2 to work with.
Yeah. Also, hi, Long. The other Long.
There's another one?
Yeah.
There
When
is!
When I
That's
was
what-
mentioning you, they were just like, oh, this Long? I'm like, nope.
Somebody earlier in the stream on chat was saying the true long, and I didn't get it.
Yeah. It's a hilarious coincidence, I must say.
Yep.
Nice job, Felix.
Hi, other me.
Oh, I did not see that there was 2 steelheads. Hello. Let that other one get closer. No, I missed.
But yeah, TLDR, I really recommend you give Deltarune a try, but very important, be careful with the Deltarune community.
Don't
There's-
worry.
This is something Deltarune inherited from Undertale. There's a very vocal part of this community that will try to force you to play the way they want you to play, or do everything they want you to do. So be careful with that. Some people have been pulled away from the game because of that.
Oh yeah, when I played Undertale on stream like last April, I had like warnings being like, "Hey, if you try and tell me how to play the game, I'm just going to like get you out of here." I don't want to deal with that because I have seen like Markiplier. I'm sure everyone here
Yep.
knows Markiplier. He played Undertale once and he did it on stream, but when he did it, he was ignoring chat the entire time because he never wanted to play it in the first place on stream because he knew everyone was going to backseat him. So his method was to just ignore the crap out of the stream because he's just like, I'm going to play the game how I want to play the game, and you guys aren't going to tell me anything I want to do. Which I completely respect because, like, with such a big community that he has, I'm sure everyone was just like, spoiler, 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 telling him, like, detail, like, pixel by pixel on where to stand and everything.
Thing is, the main concept or mechanic in Undertale is that you can choose how to proceed with fights.
Yeah.
So there's this way which is considered the correct way of playing. And people were very insistent on him playing quote-unquote correctly.
Yeah.
So he became tired. And a similar thing happened in this case with Deltarune, with Jacksepticeye.
Oh. I didn't know Jack played it.
played chapters 1 and 2 of Deltarune. And he was like, nah, it's okay. Like, he didn't love the game. He viewed Deltarune as like the worst Undertale. But he was like, well, it's okay enough, you know? But people were like, you're playing wrong. And there was this one comment that turned him away completely, which was the... You are playing wrong, so you're not having all the fun you could. So he dropped it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine why that would be, you know, a reason to drop it. Like, that's such a horrible thing to have the audacity to say to someone, you're playing it wrong, which means you're not going to enjoy it properly. I think he was having fun regardless.
The Iron Lung guy. Yeah, that Markiplier.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Leo. Also, the daily question for today, like, the daily question is a mechanic I have here on my channel. It's a quick question I make every day, so we can all jab together. The question for today: are you a morning or a night person?
I am very much a night person. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. before I finally like forced myself to go to sleep, and then I woke up at like I woke up on my own at 7:30 and I'm like, no, I'm going back to sleep. And I woke back up at my alarm at 8:30. I'm very guilty of staying up way too late.
Same.
Also,
In my
hi, as I
case,
saw you.
like I'm technically more of a morning person. I work better in the morning, but I can't do the things I would like to do in the morning because of because of the necessity of doing normal routine stuff.
Yeah. There's Stelial approaching. Where did it go?
In my case, I stay up super late because if not, I will not have all the time I would like to do all the stuff I would like to do.
Mm-hmm. Also, by the way, can
For
someone shout,
example,
is it out?
wait, sorry, missiles.
Yeah.
For example, apart from
No.
streaming and stuff, I also love writing.
Ooh. What do you
And I
write?
need to fantasy novels.
Ooh, nice.
I have completed two. I'm trying to get them published.
Oh, hell yeah. It
And
sounds like
this
it'll
thing
be
happened.
difficult, but I do hope it works.
It is. This is a complicated world. You need to be somebody already well known beforehand, so the editorials and publishers are interested because this is an investment after all, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So something fun happened with this book I'm working on right now. So
Yeah.
you draw, right?
Yes.
Has it ever happened to you that you draw something and you're like, okay, I think this is fine enough, and then some time passes, you see it again and you say, oh no.
The current model that I'm using took about 8 months to develop because I went through 3 separate prototypes that I got decently far into making before I'm like, nope, this looks ugly. Because, like, I would keep taking breaks. I would force myself to take breaks because I knew if I took a moment and I would look back at it after, like, a couple days, I would see, like, any imperfections. And it happened so many times. It was terrible. But at least we got to where we are. It's a struggle with streaming related stuff because I'm very perfectionist about it.
I can imagine that. In my case, this happened with this one manuscript. I completed it, like being aware that it was very imperfect, but it's like, this moment in which you say, this is the best output I can do right now. So you just finished and put it away.
Mm-hmm.
But after some time has passed, I reread it again and said, this is dreadful. And these past months, I have been working on doing a full rewrite of the 300 pages of that book.
Wow. Good luck.
Like,
300 pages, you said. Oh my goodness.
yeah. Again, there's a lot of things I can save. Thing is, I like most of my characters. I like the setting it takes place in. I like lots of plot points about this story. The thing I dislike the most is the prose itself. In a book, it's not only what you are saying, it's almost as important, if not even more important, how you are telling it.
Yes.
Because there's no visual component to a book, it's only a chunk of text.
Yep.
So it's like I mostly agree what is being told here. I don't like how.
Yeah.
It's wonky, the grammar isn't the best, I could have used a different word here, this sentence
jeez.
doesn't flow naturally. I repeated a word here and here.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do with writing is just like write it first and then go back and be like, okay, where's my thesaurus? Let me get all the synonyms out. Please don't let the rain kill me.
That's what I was doing, and I'm almost ready again.
Nice.
I only need the epilogue.
Jeez, I'm trying to like time things with all these bombs.
Okay,
This
I'm
is
gonna
going so
whale
well.
these guys. No, guys, where are you?
No! No! Two
No.
left! Ah. Alright, Felix, see you in a bit.
I fell asleep at around 4 a.m. last night and woke up like 30 minutes ago. Which time was over there again?
Hmm?
I was reading like this chat message that said I fell asleep at 4 a.m. and woke up right now. Like, what
Oh,
hour is in the
that-
US right now?
I believe Longsa is an hour behind me. So for them, it's about to be 1 p.m.
Oh, at least they
No.
they could have their 7
3
hours
hours.
of sleep.
Oh, you're 3 hours behind. Okay. I did not realize that. You are like, I think the only one who's PSD long. We were talking about this earlier. There's not that many people that I have who are US or I guess North American time who aren't just EST as well and then CST. There's hardly anyone who's any other North American one.
It's complicated. Like, for example, my country is pretty small.
Yes.
Spain is kind of Texas-sized.
And that's one of our
So
biggest states.
we have only one time zone here.
Yeah.
We technically have 2, but it's very easy
Mhm.
to distinguish the break, you know?
Yeah.
There's a region which consists of a very separate archipelago. That one is the one that is 1 hour behind. But it's very easy to distinguish. It's fun that that region, the Canary Islands, because they are the only region with a different
Rando,
time zone.
why?
When you, for example, tune in on the news broadcast or in the radio, they are like, this is 8 a.m. in the morning, and then they very quickly say 7 a.m. in the Canary Islands.
Yeah, sorry, I locked in on trying to avoid the small fries.
So yeah, because of that, it really messes up with my brain when I see the 4 time zones of the US.
Trust, it messes with us too, because it's... Unless the person is, like, actively speaking, it's hard to tell, like, where they're from. Like, when I'm a bit more upset, you can tell I have, like, a New England, Boston-ish accent. But otherwise, it's hard to tell. And some people, very identifiable accents over here,
How
you
is
can
that
just kind of
accent?
guess.
Or how does a New England accent sound like?
Like, if you know what the Boston accent sounds like and the New York and New Jersey ones,
I
it's...
don't. In my head, they all blend together.
To be fair, the New York and New Jersey ones kind of blend together for me, but I don't entirely know how to describe it. It's kind of just like... They don't say a full word half the time, and a lot of T's and R's aren't pronounced. Like a TH would be pronounced with kind of like a D, and an R is pronounced like an A.
Like, if I, instead of the, I say the?
Depends on the
Or-
situation, but like my preferred name, Hunter, no one says the R in that name. It's usually Hunter. That's how people say my name.
Oh, I thought. Okay,
Or-
I identify that, like, that phoneme,
Yeah.
like what you call not pronouncing the T.
Mhm.
But I thought this wasn't like an accent thing. I thought it was a colloquial thing.
No, that's accent, at least over here.
Like, you know how it's very normal that when you're speaking in an informal way, some words are changed or shortened.
Yeah. The Boston
Like,
accent... Actually, that's a good way to put it. The Boston accent is a very informal way of just speaking.
Okay, so I didn't recognize that that's their own accent, but that's pretty interesting.
No, it's okay.
It's just that, so when, because here, because I'm European,
Mhm.
when you go to English class,
Yes.
you are taught a British English,
Mhm.
and because of that, you can differentiate some of them, like England from Ireland from Scotland.
Mhm.
So the American accents kind of are very new to me. I know they exist. I know they are a thing. I know some people are like, oh yeah, this person has a very southern accent. But I don't know what that sounds like. I think from Texas or something.
Yeah, it's usually the Texas accent they use as an example because it's just so dramatic sometimes. Like,
Dramatic.
the thing is, there are some people with a Texas accent that's so thick that you can't even understand what they're saying. Like, it doesn't even sound like they're speaking the same language as you anymore because they're using, like, in Texas, they love to shorten words, like conjunctions. Like, you know, the word can't with the, like, apostrophe or whatever in it. They say stuff like y'alln't. Like, y'all ain't. But y'alln't. And it's just like, stop. Stop this nonsense. Big Gamba is down for now.
I feel like you know the meme image of SpongeBob with some headphones levitating.
Yes.
That's how I feel like that discovering Yoland. You know how it's kind of a meme in the internet to add n plus apostrophe plus t to any word to say it's not that?
Yes, that's basically how they talk. If you do that, you'll fit in with Texans.
I do that a lot for fancy, so seeing that this is an actual way of conjugating, it's very interesting.
It's very strange to see, because it's just like, did you just combine words that you shouldn't be combining into a new word that means 5 words or something? Why would you do that?
It's like, it's instead of Yoland sounds like if you want to say nobody in a meme way.
Yeah.
Yoland. That's fun, actually. I love that.
No, get back here, get back here. Egg, I'm greedy. No. Like, I think of my American friends that have accents would probably only be Youngin, but he has like a North Carolina accent. And he talks a bit southern, and that's about it.
How does North Carolina with a bit of southern sound
Well,
like?
North Carolina is a southern state, so southern accent sounds like a less dramatic Texan accent. Like, you can understand them, in a sense.
Just in case, I know that what you're saying is, like, I know it's true, okay? But the sentence, because North Carolina is a southern accent, is very fun. I know it's true. I know where it's located in the map, but it sounds fun.
I didn't realize how weird it sounded until you said that. Yeah. Yes, North Carolina is a southern state.
It's northern.
Yes, northern. Absolutely correct.
I love getting to know US
Oh yeah, the
lore.
Chicago one is aggressive. Sorry, I saw the message.
Chicago one. But yeah, I love US lore. I would really like to go to the US at some point. I have this goal of trying to be in the 51 states.
I assume you're including Puerto Rico in that? For the...
Mm, I...
'Cause
It is, right?
It's not a state.
Or...
It's a territory, and the people who live there are considered citizens, but for some reason it is not considered a state. I don't know why.
But it's part of the list, right? When people say...
Yes, because they are
I
U.S.
have
citizens.
heard 51 a lot.
Yeah, because there's a lot of idiot Americans who live in states that aren't my state. My state is, I believe, in the top 5 of education. In other states, where they're in the bottom 25, they don't understand that Puerto Rico is not only an American territory, but that they are citizens. They are American citizens. And some people who do understand that they are want it to be considered a 51st state because it's just like, well, why aren't they? They're citizens. They have US passports, US IDs, and stuff like that. Why aren't they considered a state? I genuinely can't remember the reason as to why they aren't, though, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that sounds super weird.
It is! Because I'm pretty sure they can vote, like, in US elections and stuff and everything. Because, you know, they're
Yeah,
just
they can.
citizens. So it's like, well, why aren't they the 51st state? But then there's also things like California. There's been, like, proposed things to split that into 6 separate states or something. At least 4 separate states, which is insane. I mean, it is massive.
I don't think I have an accent. Like, again, no, because you are from your region, that doesn't mean you necessarily need to have an accent. For example, my region also has an accent, but I don't have it.
Technically, everyone has an accent to everyone else.
Yeah, but there's, in every language, there's an accent that is considered the neutral one.
That's what you mean. Okay, yeah.
And it's usually said that either you're speaking neutrally or with an accent. Which, again, I know it's not exactly like that, but it's how it's usually said.
Yeah.
In voice acting, there's this thing called neutralizing your accent. And for some people, it's very easy. Like, for example, regions like Madrid, Castilla y León, which are like, imagine the center and center, but a bit more to the northwest. Those are regions with either don't really have an accent or it's like very soft.
Yeah.
They blend together kinda with the neutral one in most cases. But for example, other ones like Andalusia, which is the far south, the Canary Islands, an archipelago in the west, or Galicia, in the far northwest, have very, very strong accents. So it can be complicated sometimes to neutralize.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, of course, but it's a task. Our VA for Sheldon Cooper in Big Bang Theory. This VA is from the Canary Islands. If you hear him speaking in the Spanish dub, his
Yeah.
accent is completely neutral, as it is required in a dub. But if you hear him in interviews, he's the most Canarian person among Canarians.
I love that. That's amazing. It's like, you know do you know the show Doctor House?
Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I know the show.
Yeah, the main character is British, apparently. Like, his actor is British, and I did not know this until I saw, like, an interview with him, and, you know, he's speaking in his normal voice. I'm like, hold on. Because I haven't watched the show either. My girlfriend has, and I don't know if she knew that until I sent her the interview, but, it was so jarring because, like, he does such a good job with the, like, accent that he has in the show that hearing him with the British one was quite shocking. I'm just trying to live.
Okay, 3 more.
Oh, don't worry, we got that. Get me up, get me up, get me up. And quota. Yippee.
Nice. We have been finding a pretty good amount of kings. I think we have found 2 or 3 in 1 hour. That's more than my king average when I stream.
Mine too, honestly. Like, I wasn't expecting to get one so soon at the beginning, or get a second one that quickly. I usually don't get, like, depending on who I'm playing with, because a lot of times I play with viewers who aren't even in, like, professional, it takes over an hour to get a king, so I'm kind of used to that. Sometimes we'll go a whole rotation without a king.
The other day I was also doing some salmon run. I think you were there part of this stream. It was a couple days ago. I did 1 hour of anarchy and 1 hour of salmon.
Yes.
And in that hour, I only found 1 Boris.
Dang.
And now we have found 2 in that same amount of time.
Very lucky today, I guess.
Do you have the badges for the kings?
Yes. I have...
The golden ones?
No, I don't have those. I don't think. I would have to check the app. But I know I have the most of Boris, obviously. Because who doesn't at this point? He's so easy to kill.
I want the golden Boris, but I love that boss.
Yeah. I loved the design when they first announced it. I'm like, oh, that's actually a sick one. And then the scream was amazing in the, like, little trailer that they did. Because he sounded so, like, haunting and threatening.
Yeah, then poor bro was nerfed to oblivion.
Yeah. What happened to our Splatling? I thought they were taking care of that.
No,
Oh
guys,
my
no.
goodness. I thought the Splatling was taking care of that. Why
Were not.
Why wouldn't the Splatling take care of that? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't see that it was you.
I took her so much of this that I even had to use the booyah. I was alone there.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, chat, I think it's time for my afternoon nap, following to my evening nap. I'm gonna need the Poke Flute to awaken bro at that rate.
Lonks, you're so sleepy today. What's wrong? What the? Didn't you sleep enough? I guess. Yeah. Also, we almost have full king meter, I just realized.
Same, I'm in stage 4 of King Meter.
I don't think
like
I memorized
Pokemon?
the stages. Yes, mostly, I don't enjoy Scarlet and Violet. And that's because of the performance, but, you know. But yeah, I do enjoy
Play.
Pokemon. Like,
Did you
in
play the
general.
last one? Legend CA?
No, I have not. My girlfriend has a copy, and I'm going to borrow it at some point, but I have not bought myself a copy. Also, hi, Rolling. I saw you DM'd me. I will look at it later.
I haven't looked at them, but there are some Gen 10 leaks going on right now in the internet.
Genshin leaks.
No, Gen 10.
Oh, Gen 10. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, I do play Genshin Impact, but this isn't the topic here.
No, you just like said it too close, and I'm like, hold on. But yeah, Gen 10 leaks. What we got for leaks?
I haven't really looked at them. I don't want to get spoiled too much.
Ah, fair.
There have been too many leaks in the last year, I feel.
Yeah.
And the Terra leak was also there.
You
With
stupid
the
small
Terra
fry.
leak, I kinda refused to look at leaks for new stuff.
Yeah.
But I thrived seeing the leak stuff from past gens.
Yeah. It's so cool seeing all the old stuff that they scrapped. I love seeing concept art. Like, Cult of the Lamb, when it finally came to consoles, I paid a little extra just to get the art book edition, and it's so worth it. I love art books. Ah! No!
Same.
I found the water.
Gora.
Yep. Get back up. Oh! I thought it was landing on ground. It's fine. I know one of my... I think Nicole has the Splatoon art book. I forget what other art book she has. I know Tyler has a few as well.
I didn't know there was a Steven Universe art book.
Lonks, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the Steven Universe art book the one that, like, people question with, like, a bunch of controversy and stuff because there was, like, some stuff that people didn't like in it?
What?
Like, it wasn't from Rebecca Sugar herself. It was someone else who made concepts for Steven Universe. But someone had made some decently offensive concepts that, like, when you first look at them, you're just like, oh, okay, that's just a thing for a character. But then when you look at it a little more, and you realize what the character represents and what the trope that they want for the character, it starts to feel a little unintentionally racist. It's one of those situations.
The show, so
It's a character that has an afro, and you know they're obviously supposed to like.
oh, Garnet.
Yeah, Garnet. I didn't know if you knew the names. You know she's obviously supposed to be like black.
The trio plus Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Amethyst, Pearl, Garnet, Steven
Yeah.
group. And then there's this one, I always forget the name. It's the silly one, green, that some
Peridot.
people are like, oh yeah, there was this animation mistake in which this character for a couple episodes was shrunk.
Yeah, Peridot. For some reason in Steven Universe, there's a lot of stuff of not being on model, where they're not like the right size. She looks so itty bitty in certain episodes.
I remember looking at that image when it went viral on Twitter. The Peridot, yeah, Peridot at the beginning and Peridot in the middle episodes.
Mhm.
I giggled so hard, like, oh, shushu mall.
Exactly, because like she's like plushy sized all of a sudden, and then the next episode she's like normal size. It's just like, what happened here? There's also another example, and this is one of the human characters, not even one of the gems, where you could excuse them like using size manipulation. This was a human character, and she had the same thing happen to her, where sometimes she'd look like a normal human teenager, and then she'd look like a literal child in the next episode.
Try to okay. You have reminded me because of the whole being on and off model thingy. There's something in The Simpsons that is called the no files. And these are some artistic sheets with rules of how you
Oh,
shouldn't
these sheets, yep.
draw The Simpsons. And they are amazing, they are so silly, and I love them. And it's also very interesting to see how, because those ideas were not as clear in the beginning, in the early season, some of those rules were broken
Yes.
at times.
No.
I want to show them very quickly in between games. They are very interesting to analyze. Somebody threw a bomb to the water.
I did. Where'd it go?
To the water!
Oh.
Like, it's the no sheets.
Yes, they went for a little swim. Our bottom's not allowed to have a little swim every once in a while. They need enrichment. Me taking my bomb out for a walk.
So there are a lot of these sheets from The Simpsons. There's a whole collection of them. I'm gonna just very quickly put some of these on screen. I'm gonna screen share with you in a sec. So here they are. The no sheets from The Simpsons. Again, this is only a couple of those. There are a lot of them, actually. But it's interesting because, again, in the first seasons, especially this one here was broken constantly.
Oh, those
There's
are so
okay,
silly.
I
Yellow
want
one.
to see if I can. There's one scene in which this is the most famous example of the one in the left being broken, but I think I will not be able to find the. No, I don't think I can quickly find this scene. So there's this one scene in which Homer is imagining the whole family as demons.
What?
And like the car is hell.
Yeah.
And when they all transform into devils, they all have these faces.
Oh, of course.
Or intro 1. There are another collection of sheets in which they tackle character design from the get-go. How you shouldn't design a character from The Simpsons. And there are some rules, like, for example, no character can have the Homer beard.
Yeah.
This was called to not out Simpson The Simpsons
Yeah.
in the sheets. And there's this collection of characters here in the beginning who broke all of those traits.
Well, of
Where
course.
is it? It's in the original intro.
Mhm.
Okay, these guys here. I'm gonna do a crop. So before showing it again, you cannot out Simpson the Simpsons, which means you cannot have a character with the Bart hair or the Homer beard. There were some proportion rules of proportions between head and eyes. This gang here broke all of those
Oh my goodness.
rules. Because if you notice here, you have a guy with the Homer beard, a guy, two guys with Homer beard,
Yep.
a guy with the Bart hair. There's one of the sheets in which it is stated that you cannot have the character cross-eyed,
Yes.
that they need to appear wall-eyed. Well, you have the fourth guy clearly cross-eyed. So this was a very interesting bunch of characters because of how much they break the rules.
And I'm sure they haven't been
That's
seen
why
again.
exactly when the intro was updated, the first change was to have these guys removed. They are not in the next intros. So yep, this is the end of this very quick intermission. These are the no sheets from The Simpsons. One of my favorite animation pieces of lore.
It's always fun seeing all the behind the scenes stuff, especially with like certain characters who have things where it's just like certain characters are written so that they are always smiling and that you can never draw them with like a frown or something. And it's just like, well, got some news for you. They snuck one in real quick. Despite your pleas, author, the character who's supposed to always smile and never falter with it has faltered.
Do you have any example of a character being like that?
I don't know why I chose smiling, but I think it's like I think in like the discussions for Hazbin Hotel, because like people bring it up with like animation stuff. I think that was like one of the characters. I forget which one though.
Alastor, I imagine.
Yeah. One of the red ones.
Yeah, sounds like Alastor. Yeah, I have actually watched the show. I don't think this guy has ever appeared without the smile.
Really?
Yeah, there's even one moment in season 2 in which like he has duct tape in the mouth,
Yeah.
and even the tape has a smile drawn in it. So yeah, that makes sense.
Going through a lot of extra effort just to make sure he
find-
stays on model.
I find animation very interesting as a field because of there's a lot of things we will never see that happen behind the scenes in animation. And
Yeah.
that's very interesting. And in some cases, if you start getting familiarized with the animation of a certain series or franchise, you can even notice the change in artists or storyboarders or key directors.
Yeah.
Dragon
Like-
Ball is a very good example of that.
Really?
With all of the studios that work
Oh,
at
yeah.
the same time.
Miraculous
Because
Ladybug
even
is as well.
though- Even though it was made by Toei Animation, actually there are like
Uh-oh.
6 other studios that work in the project
Yeah.
because they needed to pump up episodes somehow.
Yeah, because don't they do it like once a week to keep up with like the mangas and stuff? I know a bunch of those animes do.
Yeah. And right now, because most of animes work with a season schedule,
Mm-hmm.
they have more time usually to work with to work in the animation. But before that was a thing, when almost every anime was seasonal, you needed to keep up the grind somehow.
Yep. Got outsource.
And exactly, that's why, for example, you have situations like this one. I have this in the screen right now.
Oh. Hold on. Yes.
So in Dragon Ball, this happened
Nice
a
work.
ton because of the change in studios, and even sometimes the studio was the same, but the director was different, or the key
Oh.
animator.
Welcome back,
No, in
Long.
that case, Leo, welcome back, Long. Welcome back, me. I feel like the bad guy from Austin Powers, the hi, mini me. Sorry. But no, Leo, with Sun and Moon, it's a different case. Sun and Moon changed art styles not because of outsourcing. This was just a change in vision for the project.
A decision that they regretted because people did not enjoy it.
And it's sad. I loved the Sun and Moon season.
I do too. It just looks so different from the rest of them. Like if it were a different anime and that was the art style from the beginning, I wouldn't mind it. But because it was such a jarring change, I was just like, are we sure this is still Pokemon?
Yeah, especially because the season before that was X and Y.
Yeah.
And that season was the one that tried to be more serious and not so colorful and vibrant in comparison.
And then we just go right back to silly.
Like, I think if, for example, instead of X and Y, Sun and Moon had come after Black and White, it would have been different.
Maybe.
Like, not so different, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. On the top.
Gasp, Leo, how dare. I hated the art style, she said.
Oh. Yeah, I know a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But on the animation style thing, Miraculous Ladybug, I do like the show. I watch a lot of kids shows because I find them silly to watch. That show, you can so very clearly see sometimes when the studio changes, because some of them straight up have different lighting like techniques for the episodes because it's a 3D show. So some of them you can tell that the budget was cheaper. Like the lighting looks off, they look a bit like washed out. There's an episode where this character who has glasses, the second she's not the main focus, her glasses like have a static texture on them. And it's just like, where did this come from? Where did this texture come from? And that same character also had a glitch where like her bangs would turn green. And I believe that was the same studio. That studio was only allowed to work on one season, and they've never been working with Miraculous again, which is just so funny that they messed up so bad. They had so many errors in their few episodes that they had that Miraculous was just like, no, you're not coming back. And then there was a
I
different.
can imagine.
Hmm?
I can imagine the directives of the series looking at those mistakes in that one episode,
Yeah.
while the people in the studio were looking at them like this.
I will say though, the weirdest error from the studios that they did actually go back and correct because it was so bad. There is an episode where they're like in space and there's an error with Ladybug's like stomach for some reason where it like starts having physics, and it like just starts moving for some reason. And they had to go back and fix it because it just looks so bad. Because like, why is her stomach moving for no reason? who allowed the stomach to have like jiggle physics basically? Because she had like, I think the context was that she had just jumped, so you know everything else had physics. But then someone applied that to her stomach for no reason, and there's like, no, we cannot let this slide any further because it did go to broadcasting, and it was only after broadcasting did people point out, hey, there's this really weird error with your main character. You might want to go back and fix that, and you can't see it on broadcasting anymore. If there's like an original broadcast of it, then you can see that error, but otherwise it's not there anymore. They got rid of that one.
Can imagine the behind the scenes in the studio. Like they watch the episode and they're like, okay, there's a very weird mistake here, but we sure can correct it before the broadcast. Oh yeah, it's broadcasting right now. What? The episode? It's broadcasting right now. Look at TV France.
Exactly. I will say that show, oh my goodness, the behind the scenes must be terrible for that show because the creator is so weird. There was an entire like 2 or 3 season arc of a side character to like be redeemed, and because she is based off of the main like the creator's bully from childhood, he just made her evil again. He just like swapped the script. All of her redemption arc is gone. She's just evil again for no reason.
Maybe it's like that was the intention at first, then the creator forgot about like his bully or something.
Yeah.
And then in between episodes, maybe like he saw a Facebook post or something. This bitch. And he was like, okay, no. And changed the script again.
Yeah. Also, there's an episode where he literally puts himself in the show. Like, it's actually him. Like, his name and everything. And, like, the whole point of the episode is that no one takes him seriously, everyone thinks he's a joke, and then he turns into the main villain of the episode. And, like, the whole thing is be like, you need to respect his stories and his animation. Because he literally gets into so many arguments on Twitter over the stupidest things. There are so many people who are blocked by this dude because they ask him like a genuine question and he gets like pissy with them. And it's just like, they just wanted to ask the creator of their favorite show a question. They weren't being rude, dude. Calm down. He's such a weird.
It's not exactly the same, but it kind of reminds me of the thing with Bipsy Pop in the internet.
Yeah. I distinctly remember her doing that because it's just like, girl, you are making every situation worse. Because, like, with him, people just like ignore it, but with her, they're just like, oh my goodness, the woman creator is doing it. This is so much more evil than the men creator doing it, and we need to like crucify her. Like, I don't even remember her doing like that much different than what the Miraculous creator did.
What the Miraculous creator did was something more similar to... There's this Spanish meme that was trendy a while ago. That it's a guy saying, you know what, fine, I drew the both of us as soy jacks. I in the chat, you're the loser. It's like that, that was the Miraculous Ladybug creator in that one episode.
Like, the thing is with that episode, if you don't know the drama of the creator, like, on Twitter, and you don't know, like, you don't pay attention to, like, the credits or anything, you don't realize that it's him. But then the second that you do, you realize it's him literally just critiquing the community in an entire episode.
It's like...
And he does it twice, by the way. He does it again. There's 2 episodes of this.
When you don't know the lore, you're like, that was a very weird filler episode.
Yeah, because it feels like it's out of nowhere. Like, this episode literally makes no sense. You could skip this episode. Miraculous is so weird.
Now, in Between Waves, how is this person called?
John Astruck, I believe, is his name.
Now I won't. I'm gonna in between games. I will quickly search who was the guy who voiced him in Spanish. And now
Oh
I
my
want
goodness.
to know who had the task to voice that.
Because the thing is, he acts like such a man-child in that episode. Like, he literally, I think, throws a fit like a toddler would. And it's just like, you chose for them to animate you that way? Really? Really, grown-ass man?
I imagine that if not, it would have been very cringy. Like, imagine you are in his position and you're like, yeah, I will be a very serious threat in this series. It's like, I would really cringe at myself, you know, like, have I
Maybe.
really turned myself into a super villain in my high school girls superhero series?
Where did that egg go?
Just because of spite for Twitter. Have I really done that? Okay, I'm gonna booyah bomb the mothership. No, no, no.
Not again. Is this the same number as last time, too?
Yes. How was this guy called again?
John Astruck, I think.
John Dirian?
You know what? Let me look at it.
That is the name I found.
Oh, Thomas Astruck. There we go.
Oh.
Wrong basic name. I forget, Leo. Is Caesar a puppy or a cat?
It's a puppy.
Puppy.
A very cute puppy. Also, what is or who is Hassie, Leo?
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Oh, the VA is Augustine from Overwatch. Yeah, a pitbull puppy.
Oh, a pit bull! I love pit bulls. They're so cute.
Are they your favorite dog breed?
I wouldn't say favorite, but definitely one of my favorites. My grandma had a pit bull. He was like an untrained one, but he was still so sweet. Just a bit dumb.
Poor guy.
Yeah, pit bulls are adorable. My other grandma actually had a pit bull boxer mix, and he was the sweetest dog that she's ever had. But he was like afraid of everything. He was afraid of the hardwood floor. So when my grandma like updated her house to like not have carpet like built into the ground of the living room, she had to get like movable carpets so that he could stand on them, so that he could actually like go downstairs and not be stuck upstairs or outside. Because literally, if he went on the hardwood floor, like, you know when an animal is just like terrified and they just stand there and they just start full body shaking? That's what he would do. And we felt so bad. It's just like, Rocky, it's okay. It's okay. You can walk like the 2 feet across the hardwood floor. It's okay. And he's like just standing there, refusing to move.
Why are we dead? That's not ideal.
Nope.
Hey, thank you for your follow, Splatoon Dragonheart. Welcome in.
Yeah, he was such a sweetie. I got like 2 framed pictures of him in my room because he was one of my favorites.
You know which is my... I don't know if my favorite... Can I say a top 3?
Yeah.
My top 3 dog breeds. They would be the Pomeranian,
Oh, those are so cute.
the sausage dog,
Not
and
Rottweiler. What is it called?
they are not called sausage dogs in
No, they have a name.
English.
I think they're called wiener dogs here.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
I love that. So yeah, wiener dogs would be the second one, and the Yorkshire Terrier.
Ooh. Trying to remember if I remember what it's like.
No, like those very small ones, usually brown hair.
Okay, yeah, okay, it is
The
the brown
ones
ones.
people usually carry on small bags.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if their like normal coat was brown or white because there's like a white one that looks very similar to them. That
The,
one of my
the
grandparents had.
Bichon Maltese.
The what?
It's called like that. The one you're thinking that it's similar to a terrier but more
Oh.
fluffy and white.
Yeah.
It's called Bichon Maltese.
Okay.
I especially love like the small breeds of dogs because they are so cute and so teeny tiny.
I think my favorite small breed has to be Boston Terrier because they're just so cute. They're like little precious guys, and they kind of have like a similar coat pattern to my favorite coat pattern of rabbit, which is Dutch rabbit. They look like they have pants. That's actually my Discord profile picture is a Dutch rabbit. They look like they got pants. They got clothes
That's
on.
cute. I didn't know that was based on anything. I thought it was just a little doodle.
Yeah, it's a picture from Tumblr that my girlfriend modified to like look like my favorite rabbit. She actually modified the
that's cute.
image into 2 cats, one for her and one for our other girlfriend. So there's like a calico one and a tuxedo one for those 2.
Dutch Hounds is the actual name. It will be still Wiener
Oh yeah,
Dog
Dutch
in my
Hounds.
heart.
I thought there was like 2 different ones. There was like the fluffy one and then the not fluffy one, and Dutch Hounds were the fluffy one. I'm just running away. Oh, that's where that is. Okay.
I'm passing away.
How could you let that happen?
I don't know. Doo-doo. There. Okay, we are in a much better pace this time.
Yes. Trying.
Okay, the stick is no more. This steelhead isn't as well. There.
No, why would you put the eggs there, you stupid snatcher? Please. No. Alright, Leo, I didn't know that they were like the same thing. With certain animals, they always like to be specific, you know, when it's just like, oh, well, there's one tiny difference between this, so they need a different name.
Dashun's long hair and Dashun's short hair. So yeah, they are one and the same.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Tututum. There. I guess that after all of these waves, we will found the Megalodontia. If we
Hopefully.
win this one.
Considering we kind of jinxed it by mentioning, oh wow, we've gotten it so many times already. We scared her
Being
away.
first because we have lost.
Yeah.
That's more on us than on poor. How was the name people called this guy?
Joe.
Yo.
I only know because one of my friends still calls him that. There goes my fire alarms. What? Why fire alarms? What's happening? Oh, hey, Samurai! How you doing?
But with butterflies, Leo, it's different because every pattern has its own name.
Yeah.
Like they're all butterflies, but you could say there are surnames, quote unquote, for the patterns, like the monarch butterfly. There he is.
Well, we summoned him.
Yep.
Oh, I have Brella. Oh, well, I didn't realize Bloodtail was doing that. Hello, Bloodtail.
Hello, Samurai Asure. Welcome to the stream.
Move her slightly back. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Damn it. I took too long. Get me out. Get me out.
Same breed of pup, but Leo, papillons are butterflies.
Yes! There we go. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Been a while since I killed one of those. Into the water I go.
No!
Of course. Of course. This is what we're rewarded with. Why not?
Death.
10 bronze. Nah, that's fine, Long. I woke up like too early, and I know I said I went back to sleep, but it was really difficult to go back to sleep. So I could wake up to my actual alarm.
What do you call too early?
7:30. Almost
Gosh, my normal routine hour.
My normal routine, like this time last year, was waking up at like 6:30 to 6 a.m. Because I used to be a morning streamer, my time. But then I gave up on that. After...
So
8
You're
months?
an evening streamer now.
Yes.
I guess. So, just in case, this is gonna be my last one because I have to hop off after this one.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask, isn't evening actually better for views and all of that?
It depends. Because I have a lot of international friends. So, because of that, and because they're on the other side of the world, when I was streaming morning time, it was like their nighttime and they're just like winding down, or like, you know, it's after dinner or it's dinner time, and that's when they're watching Twitch and like relax it. Sorry. And so it was mostly like an Asian audience, for example, or Asian and Australian. But now it's mostly American and like a bit of European. But depending on how late I go, because sometimes I do night streams with my midnight streamer American friend, and we'll have, you know, the other side of the world audience again.
Interesting. I have to almost always do late evening or night because I have to account that most of the people that will watch me will be from the US.
Yeah.
And when I stream in Spanish from Latin America.
Really?
So, yeah. Splatoon is more popular between Latin Americans than between Spaniards.
I did not know that. Well, I guess at least Splatoon 3, they have the, you know, big man representing Brazil thing, so I can imagine.
Wait, what?
Because, like, you know, like, okay, you know how every Splatoon idol has, like, an instrument that represents them, kind of? Where if you listen to their individual songs and then you listen to, like, combined songs, you can hear instruments alongside their vocals that represent them. Big Man's, one of his is a whistle, and that is very popular in Brazilian music. Like, especially if you, like, see their, not Carnival, Festival. If you see their festival stuff,
Festivale.
yeah. If you see that, you'll hear a lot of, like, this steel whistle in the background. And Big
I had
Man has
no
so much of that.
idea. That's fun lore.
Yeah, and also, I believe with the release of Splatoon 3 is when they added the Brazilian translation to, the game. So this is the first one with a Brazilian translation, and that would explain, like, a decent amount of, players being like, hey, we can finally play it in our native language now. Instead of different kind of Spanish. Because I believe it's called Brazilian Portuguese, instead of just normal Portuguese.
Yeah. So I didn't know the translations were made in Portugal. I was under the impression that translations were made in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, with Breath of the Wild or like any Nintendo dub,
Yeah.
there are no Portugal dubs. It's all Brazilian.
Yeah.
So I find interesting. So there are Brazilian dubs, but no Brazilian translation.
Apparently. Because, like, I remember Splatoon 3 having, like, the Brazilian translation being, like, a big deal when it came out.
I had no idea. Again, we have also this thing with, like, Spanish from Spain and Latin American Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as complicated. Like, for example, with Splatoon 2 was the one that featured the Latin American translation. There have always been both Spain and Latin American dubs. I realized that with Portugal and Brazil, it's a bit more complicated than it seems.
Yeah.
Because in other instances, people from Portugal will be complaining because there's no Portuguese translation, but
Yes.
Brazilian.
I don't remember how accurate it is with, like, the translation thing, but I distinctly just remember people, like, praising Nintendo for it.
I get that. But yeah, that's very interesting. Why were we? I lost track of myself. Why were we mentioning Brazilian big man?
I because I was mentioning the instruments that he has, but I forget why I was mentioning the instruments that he has. His is just the most identifiable because, well, one of his instruments is the whistle. The other one is the chorus of humans. When Big Man sings, there is sometimes a chorus of human voices, not fish voices, human voices behind him, which is a very interesting detail. It is most notable in Calamari Incantation 3 Mix.
I mean, lore-wise, that means Big Man is singing with the voices of the dead.
Yes, which is very cool. Like, when I realized that that was, like, his instrument and that wasn't just, like, exclusive to a couple songs, I'm like, wait, hold on. What does Big Man have with such a connection to the humans that he gets their voices as one of his representative instruments?
Oh, look at my screen 1 second.
Hmm? Hold on.
I sure have been
Oh my god.
outside of this store for a while.
Oh yeah. I don't collect my catalog until it's like full because I've gotten every catalog before, so I wait till I finish it and I get the same thing and it's just so much fun.
True, Leo says. That's fascinating because he was also Team Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
What an interesting detail, Nintendo, to put there.
Nintendo.
They love their interesting details.
Yeah. Is there anybody you want to raid? Is there any friend who is live right now?
I think I got a few friends who are live. I do. Actually, one of them is playing a game that I was playing the last time that you showed up in my stream. Because
Portal?
yes, Portal 2 Stories Mel. Because he thought it would be a fun time. And it is. I did get to watch him struggle on a test for like at least 30 minutes though, and I enjoyed that.
What's the name of your friend?
Let me grab it real quick. It's like one of those long names.
Oh, an old school PlayStation Network type of name.
Nah, just long in general. There we go. Oh! You have a
Hey,
raid.
thank you so much, Drippy. Thank you so much for your raid.
Hi, Drippy.
We were about to raid somebody else. I'm so sorry. Timing was poor. But we had fun. We have been chilling, yapping, and doing some salmon run before the extra. Yeah, raid to raid. This is a raid train, you could even say. Which was the name again?
I sent the message. It should be... Yeah, it's right under your Stream Elements message.
My stream elements. What?
Yeah. Like Stream Elements announcing that Drippy raided.
Oh.
Right underneath that one.
This? Yeah.
Saint
This
Cinder
one.
Stream.
Okay, so we are raiding a friend of Hunters, Saint Cinder Stream, who is playing Portal 2. I think it's a mod. I'm not very experienced with Portal. I've been told it's a mod.
Story mod.
Nice. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. And thank you so much for the raid, Drippy. I hope you had a lot of fun in your stream. And that you're prepared for extra shenanigans. Bye, guys. See ya on the weekend. I won't be able to stream again until the weekend, so yeah, see ya on weekend, guys.
And everyone on my end, I will probably be doing a sub call later. for drawing those commissions that I need to finish. Which is another reason why I was kind of relieved that today's stream was going to be a short one. Because I need to get to work on those. I don't want to do another art stream. So let's go bother the wizard. Go bother the wizard.